Hi guys, how are you? Let's see. Hold on just a second. I'm going to make sure we're really live. And hi to everybody who's going to be listening on replay. Hello. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day or evening. Let's see. All right, I'll wait for you guys to join me. Let's see. Chachi girl, are you comfy? Come on, get comfy. We're going to be reading. Come here, Chachi girl. Okay, you guys, I'm going to mute this just for a second as I wait for people to come in. Be right back. Okay, hello. All right, you guys, so we could either continue reading Watching You, or we could switch it up a little bit and read some of Murder Trending. Whatever you guys want to do. Let's see. I guess it would help if I had a light on. All right, hold on, you guys. All right. We left off on chapter 16 of Watching You, and it's by Lisa Jewell. For some reason, I'm not seeing like any comments or anything, so I'm going to take it as people are just going to come in when they want to. All right, chapter 16 of Watching You. When Freddie awoke that Monday morning, he could tell immediately that something was different. He'd heard the phone ringing late last night, heard cupboards being opened and closed, voices there weren't normally voices. Oh, voices when there were normally... I can't read that part. Sorry, you guys. Let's try that again. When Freddie awoke that Monday morning, he could tell immediately that something was different. He'd heard the phone ringing late last night, heard cupboards being open and closed, voices when there weren't normally voices. Daddy had to go to Spain, said his mom, running water into the spout of the kettle. School trip. The Spanish teacher's wife went into early labor last night. She's only 30 weeks along, very scary. Hi, Veruca, how are you? Thank you for being here. Dad can't speak Spanish, he muttered incredulously. Well, he can speak enough to get by. Freddie grunted. This was actually the sort of thing his dad loved, spending quality time with his students, getting to know them. He thrived on the intimacy. He would have jumped at this opportunity. When's he coming back? Friday. He nodded but felt quietly anxious. Freddie didn't like changes in routine. He didn't like it when unscheduled things happened. He didn't like the way little holes opened up in the weft of his existence and let other unexpected things in. He walked the slow way to school so that he could pass by Wackadoo just as it opened its doors. He bought himself a bottle of mineral water and sat on a bench across the street to watch for Red Boots, or Joey, or Josephine, or whatever the hell she was really called. He sat his phone on his lap, the video button just under his thumb, and he waited. At 8:55, the 218 bus pulled up and the doors hissed open. There she was. He pressed his record button and filmed her as she half ran toward the play center. Her blonde hair was pulled back into a ponytail and she was frowning into her phone. She forced it into her rucksack as she approached the doors, pressed the bell, and then stood with her hands in her pockets until a large woman with very short hair and lots of keys hanging from her belt came to let her in. Freddie replayed the video and zoomed in on Joey's face. She looked puffy and blotchy. She looked like she'd been crying. He wondered if it had something to do with Friday night, if it had something to do with his father. Hi, Erin. Oh, it's your first class, your first book club? That's so awesome, Veruca. That's wonderful. So we can continue reading Watching You, or we could switch it up a little bit and read Murder Trending. What do you guys want to do? Let's see. Hi, Erin. I'm wondering if the notification, if you guys got a notification for this. Because I know a lot of people have been saying, what other books do you think? I just have, oh, wait. I have Watching You, if you guys want to continue that. Hi, how are you? So yeah, we could continue reading Watching You, Murder Trending, or I think I just got Hillbilly Elegy. It's whatever you guys want to do today. No notification? What a bummer. Is it Maya time? Oh wait, are you the one who does karaoke? I've heard so much about you. Oh, thank you so much, Melly. I didn't get any notification. I tripped and fell in here. Hi. I'm new to the book club, so read what you feel like. Awesome. Oh my gosh, so many people have been telling me about your lives. That's amazing. Hi. So we read and chit chat. That's pretty much what we do on Tuesdays. You know what? I kind of did a sneak peek into Murder Trending. And why don't we just read some of this for this week? What do you guys think? It's really interesting. And it got me hooked by the first page. I love that. Awesome. Well, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. All right, I'm going to read some of Murder Trending, and then I'll check back in with you guys. Okay. Let me get you guys comfortable, me comfortable, Chachi comfortable. All right. So this is called Murder Trending by Gretchen McNeil. And this is chapter 1, you guys. The instant Dee Guerrera peeled open her eyelids and gazed around the dimly lit warehouse, she knew she was screwed. 50 million people are about to watch me die. She lay on the concrete floor, its chill permeating her clothes, and recalled the insanity that had landed her here. 3 weeks ago, the most important things in her life had been college applications and securing a date to the prom. Then the body, the trial. She'd hardly had time to process what happened before she found herself sitting in a courtroom, listening to a jury find her guilty of first-degree murder. Was that this morning? Yesterday? Dee tried to remember how much time had passed since the verdict, but her mind was fuzzy, her breathing labored, as if she'd been drugged. The bailiff. As the judge read her sentence, she heard the bailiff come up behind her. She'd expected to be escorted back to her cell, but instead felt a hand on her wrist, a pinch on her arm. It must have been a needle. She'd been rendered unconscious before they hauled her off to the Alcatraz 2.0. Alcatraz 2.0. She heard the judge say it, but still could hardly believe it. That sentence was usually reserved for the most infamous of convicted killers. Mobsters, mass murderers, terrorists, assassins. They were notorious. They were dangerous. They got good ratings. Dee was just a 17-year-old, nobody who could even throw a punch, let alone stay alive long enough on Alcatraz 2.0 to gain a cult following. Yet, here she was, about to be the star attraction on the #1 live streaming show in the country. Yay? Alcatraz 2.0, the suburban island in the San Francisco Bay, where convicted murderers were hunted down by government-sanctioned serial killers for America's amusement, had been the brainchild of an anonymous television mogul known as only the Postman. When a former reality star was elected president of the United States, the Postman had used his clout to sell the federal government on the idea of capital punishment as entertainment. Broadcasting the over-the-top theatrics of the Postman's psychotic killers, each with their own thematic brand of murder, not only reminded citizens of what awaited them if they broke the law, but kept them glued to their screens, where they were less likely to break said laws in the first place. The Postman app had been a runaway success. Fans could watch 24/7 cycling through a range of live camera feeds from all over the island. Inmates at home, in their apartments at work, on Alcatraz 2.0's Main Street, and of course, the murders. A double doorbell notification alerted users of a kill in progress, which they could watch live or in a variety of replays on the app. Users spiked videos to show their appreciation, and before long, all the Postman's killers had their own fandoms, forums, merch, video games, and RPGs, plus the lucrative betting markets, all controlled by Postman Enterprises Incorporated. The Postman's killers were media-driven celebrities, just like the president, though they were faceless, masked. They were even conspiracy theory web series devoted to speculation about the killer's secret identities. Were the Hardy Girls actually minivan driving soccer moms? Didn't Gassy Al's voice sound like the announcer on The Price is Right? The whole thing was fucking nuts. I just paused because I cussed. It's in the book, so it's okay. But while all of Dee's friends, and even her stepsister Monica, had been obsessed with the Postman, Dee had refused to watch. In fact, just hearing the telltale ding dong notification triggered a full-on PTSD panic attack as Dee internalized the inmate's fear and instantly relived the 6 days she spent trapped in a white windowless room by a deranged kidnapper when she was 11 years old. So yeah, Dee loathed everything about the Postman, even if technically it was justice served. That had been the main selling point of the Postman, justice. But was it really delivered? Dee's trial for Monica's murder had been a complete joke, from dubious DNA evidence to psychiatrists who'd only interviewed Dee once, then testified that she suffered from a deep-seated jealousy of hatred for her stepsister. Total bullshit. But the jury didn't think so, which had landed Dee in one of the Postman's kill rooms. Dee had thought she'd get at least a few weeks to settle into her life on the island. Didn't most inmates hang around for a while until the audience became invested in their stories, personas, jobs, and inter-island relationships? Crap. Dee should have paid more attention to the Postman app when she'd had the chance. At least then she'd have some knowledge of what she was in for. Now she'd have to rely on what she learned from Monica, or picked up during her trial when she'd been forced to watch a non-stop Alcatraz 2.0 feed in her prison cell. Well, she knew one thing for sure. One of the Postman's psychos was about to shed her blood. Who would it be? Would she end up the main ingredient of Hannah Ball's cannibalistic casseroles? Or starring in a Cecil B. violent splatter porn recreation of Gone with the Wind? Was Gucci Hangman at that very moment constructing a designer noose for her neck, expertly crafted to match her complexion and outfit and the latest trends from New York Fashion Week, while it slowly strangled the life out of her? Or was Molly Mahler about to flood the room with water and piranhas and make her choose death by suffocation or mastication? No, wait. She'd seen Molly kill with piranhas just last week. A bank robber who knocked off a security guard or something. So no piranhas. Jellyfish, maybe? Sea snakes? Was that even a thing? With a heavy sigh, Dee pushed herself to her feet and took stock of her situation. She glanced down at her clothes and realized that her orange prison jumpsuit had been replaced by a floor-length ball gown of iridescent pale blue tulle and satin, with a pair of clear Lucy kitten heels on her feet, and an outfit for a princess, which meant, crap, she was about to be Prince Slicer's next victim. Slicer wasn't the worst. Not only did he chase his victims through booby-trapped riddled mazes, but he made them dress up like cartoon princesses while he hunted down and skewered them with an arsenal of increasingly large and bizarre cake knives. Dee spun around looking for the mirror. Slicer always left one for his victims, to see what twisted fairy tale she was about to relive. The cracked pane was 10 feet away, hanging from a rusty nail on the wall. Blue dress, black choker, elbow-length gloves, matching sparkling headband, and her dark brown hair had been twisted up into a bun. Cinderella? A blonde housemaid, seriously? He couldn't even pick a brunette? This sucks on so many levels. Slicer's last victim had been done up as Rapunzel, complete with an elaborately long wig that the poor girl kept tripping over. Slicer came in for the kill. Monica had been obsessed with her death, watching it over and over again, as Rapunzel crawled away pathetically, begging for mercy. Immediately, #SlowCrawl trended on the Postman feed as millions of people critiqued Rapunzel's performance. What would Dee's death include? Exploding, I can't say it, exploding pumpkins? #killer mice? So freaking humiliating. Bad enough she was seconds away from getting a 12-inch blade through the sternum, but she had to trend as well. Still, Dee knew better than to fight back. There would be no escape, no appeal. There never was after an Alcatraz 2.0 sentence. And Dee didn't stand a chance against the Postman's killers. Even badass MMA fighter Nancy Wu had only lasted 4 months. No, the most Dee could hope for was to put on a good show in her final moments. Maybe sell some merchandise from the Postman's East store to help her dad and stepmom with the legal bills. So, best case scenario, t-shirts depicting her mangled corpse, a smartphone case supporting her skewered Cinderella silhouette, and the hashtag, "A death is a wish your heart makes." A shot glass shaped like a cracked glass slipper. The world was so messed up. Footsteps broke the silence of the warehouse, drawing Dee back to reality. It's starting. Glancing around, Dee saw that she was in a small chamber, walls on all 4 sides, lit by a single spare bulb suspended above her head. In each shadowy corner, a red dot of light indicated a live camera filming her every move, and to either side, dark, narrow corridors snaked off in opposite directions. Slicer's footsteps were coming from her right, which meant she was supposed to run the other way, like a good convicted killer. Because maybe you really are one. "Stop it," Dee said out loud, clenching her fist by her side. "You didn't kill Monica." It wasn't the first time that doubt about her innocence had nagged at her. Doctors had warned Dee's dad that she might have been more scared from her childhood abduction trauma than anyone realized. And then after hearing Dr. Farouk's testimony, Dee's eyes welled up, and she bit her lip hard enough to draw blood as she tried to fight back the tears. "You didn't kill her," she repeated silently, "no matter what they say." And then something snapped. Why should Dee be the victim here? The country wanted to see blood, but why did it have to be hers? Prince Slicer had brutally murdered dozens of people, which in Dee's mind made him more deserving of justice served. Besides, if she died, there would be no one left to find Monica's actual killer. That was something worth fighting for, wasn't it? Dee didn't run. She didn't flee blindly down the pitch-black hallway, stumbling towards whatever sadistic trap Slicer had laid for her. Instead, Dee grabbed the only thing she could use as a weapon, the mirror. She ripped it off the wall, the decrepit nail on which it had hung clanking to the concrete floor, and waited beneath the single suspended light bulb. A figure emerged from the corridor. Prince Slicer was dressed in an all-white, crisp straight-leg pants, shiny patent leather shoes, and a wide-shouldered coat, bedecked with gold buttons and matching epaulets. Epaulets? He was Cinderella's prince, just like the cartoon character Dee had loved growing up. But instead of a glass slipper, he gripped a nasty serrated knife in his hand, and his face was obscured by an enormous pair of night vision goggles. "Oh, so he'll be able to see in the pitch-black maze, but I won't. Coward." It seemed so cheap, so ridiculously lopsided. A kitten versus a cheetah. Except that Dee hadn't seen enough Hollywood blockbusters to know that this cheetah had a weakness. Prince Slicer stared at Dee from the shadows, head cocked to the side, as if he was confused by her lack of abject panic. She wondered if he was worried about the ranking of his video. Prince Slicer was pretty popular, but even he wanted to make sure each and every kill got a high number of spikes to up his profit-sharing potential, so Dee's refusal to play along had to be worrisome. "Good, fuck this guy, I'm not a toy." He flicked his head toward the opposite corridor, prompting Dee to run, but there was no way in hell she would plunge recklessly into the darkness. She shook her head defiantly from side to side. Prince Slicer sighed, epaulets sagging and his shoulders drooped. The body language reeked of irritation, though he never said a word. This time he pointed the blade at the hallway, like a parent punishing a child. Go to your room, now. Screw you, Dee said. That did it. Prince Slicer lowered his chin, his goggled eyes boring a hole right through her, and marched across the room. Dee barely had time to react. She took 2 steps back until the mirror was directly under the light. Then she angled it to reflect the overhead bulb and aimed the concentrated beam at Prince Slicer's night vision goggles. Shit, she heard him say, although it sounded more like shite, as if he spoke with an accent. No one had ever heard Prince Slicer's voice. And Dee imagined #Slicer Speaks would be trending within seconds. But she didn't have time to ponder the newest mega hit hashtag. Slicer shielded his eyes with his arm and charged. Dee dodged just as he slashed at her face with the menacing blade, missing her by inches. She darted out of the way and kicked at the pristine white legs of his costume. He stumbled, and as Dee swung around, she cracked the mirror against the side of his head. Prince Slicer sprawled onto the floor, momentarily flailing his arms and legs, and all was deathly still, except for the blood pooling beneath his body. Well, shit. All right, you guys, we're on chapter 2. What do you guys think of it so far? No sun here today. Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. All right, chapter 2. And again, we're reading #murder trending. Yeah, chapter 2. How do you like it? You do like it? I think it's cool. It's nice to switch it up a little bit, right? Well, right now we're reading #murder trending. I just figured we'd switch it up a little bit today. And like maybe every other week we could do this, or I don't know. You're enjoying it? Oh, I'm so glad. Yay. Okay, chapter 2. All right, let me take a drink of my Pepsi. Pepsi? I just said Pepsi. Oh my gosh, you guys are rubbing off on me. It's definitely not Pepsi. All right, chapter 2, you guys. Dee stood frozen, mirror in hand, staring at the body of Prince Slicer. I know, I can't believe I said Pepsi. This one is actually, it's a fake cola. It's Cola O. 0 calorie. OMG, 0 calories. Hi, Chris. Pepsi does not win. No. I'm drinking a fake one. Cola O. You know a girl who only drinks Pepsi all day, every day? Oh my gosh. Okay. I know, #Diet Coke. I wish I had the real thing. You had a cherry Coke Zero? Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. All right, let's read chapter 2. What's wrong, Chachi? Come here. Come here. You gotta lay in your spot. Yes, good girl. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, is the computer in there? Here, hold on, you guys. I have to make sure Chachi is comfortable. She has a very important job supervising. Okay, you guys. So chapter 2. All right. Dee stood frozen, mirror in hand, staring down at the body of Prince Slicer. What the hell had she just done? Every single one of the postman's killers would be after her now, not just for sport, but for revenge. Maybe 2 or 3 of them would capture her at once. She'd be skewered by one of Robin Hood's arrows while gassy Alice asphyxiated her with hydrogen cyanide. She heard a noise, the soft patter of footsteps, as if someone was moving through one of the corridors. What if the rest of the postman's killers were in the warehouse with her right now? As if in answer, the power suddenly switched on, flooding the dingy space with aggressive amount of artificial light. Dee blinked and spun around, searching for an escape route as she expected a half a dozen maniacs to assault her all at once. Instead, a lanky guy about her age with carefully tousled blonde hair and more teeth than one person's mouth should be able to accommodate entered the room the same way Slicer had come. "Well, I'd say you just became the most notorious girl in the entire bloody world," he said in a crisp British accent. "Stay away from me," Dee cried, holding the mirror in front of her like a shield. Or I'll kill you too." The Brit paused, and his unnaturally blue eyes scanned her from head to toe. Then he gestured to the one corner of the room. "Don't worry, they've stopped filming." Dee's eyes drifted up to the cameras. The red lights had all gone dark. Oh, was that a good thing? Not a good thing? Damn it, why hadn't she paid more attention to this stupid app? "And you didn't exactly kill him now, did you?" He continued as if scolding her. "I mean, he fell on his own sword, so to speak." Dee's grip on the mirror tightened. He'd been watching. Holy shit, was this the postman himself? The Brit nodded at Slicer's body. "I'm not one of them, if that's what you're worried about." He smiled, inviting her trust, but Dee hesitated. Point in his favor. There was no way this guy was old enough to be a successful Hollywood producer like the postman was rumored to be. Point against. Dude was literally hanging around, waiting to watch Dee get murdered. And since she'd survived, maybe he was there to finish the job. Either way, his appearance at the warehouse wasn't exactly trust-inducing. She needed to stay on her guard. "Who are you?" Instead of answering, Blondie McBrick crouched beside Prince Slicer's body, surveying the corpse. "Brilliant. I haven't seen anything like this since Nancy Roo round-kicked the capuchin into a broken neck." He whistled low. "Then the postman finds out. I'll do his net." "Is that good?" He smiled knowingly. "All the Paniacs will be after you." "Shit." He arched an eyebrow. "What do you think?" "About him? About the fact that by some bizarre turn of fate, she was still alive? About the ton of other serial killers who are about to be unleashed on her?" He pushed himself to his feet and stepped closer, skillfully maneuvering around Slicer's coagulating blood. "Paniacs," he repeated. "It's a portmanteau of my own invention. Pain plus maniacs. Do you think it'll catch on, or should I get more of a postman reference in there, like postmaniacs? Except I'm using postmaniacs for the fans, so that might be confusing." His face dropped, disappointed at Dee's lack of approval. "It's a work in progress." "Was he for real? There's a dead guy in a pool of blood of his own blood, 2 feet away, and you're worried about your hashtag?" Blondie McBritt sighed. "Sorry, I forgot. This is all new to you. Personally, I abhor violence, but after a while you get callous." "A while? How long have you been here?" 7 months, 1 week, 3 days, he said without hesitating. Dee's eyes grew wide. She'd never heard of anyone surviving that long on Alcatraz 2.0. "Don't be impressed," he said, reading her reaction. "My case is an appeal, so I'm off limits for the moment. That miscarriage of justice you Americans call a trial was over so quickly they didn't get a chance to find out whom I'm related." Dee arched an eyebrow. "The Queen?" Blondie McBritt snorted. "Look at you, the Queen," he mocked. Oh my gosh. "Certainly not, but my mother's cousin's first husband is the second assistant to the foreign minister. He filed an appeal on my behalf due to diplomatic immunity." Oh, it was a plausible story, but he could also be full of shit, and this was just another trap on Alcatraz 2.0. "I'm not taking any chances." "Actually," Blondie McBrick continued, "I'm surprised he's helping me at all, based on my conviction." Dee took a step away, eyeing Slicer's body. If this guy lunged at her, maybe she could flip it over, pull the knife out of Slicer's gut, and use it to defend herself. "What did you do?" His face was unreadable. "I was convicted of murdering my parents." "See, don't trust anyone on this island." It was a good mantra. Dee was in a maximum security prison, so in addition to the postman's government-sanctioned killers, all her fellow inmates had committed heinous crimes. She was literally surrounded by murderers. "I loved my parents." His blue eyes narrowed. His affable manner vanished. "As much as you loved your sister, was it?" Stepsister, Dee snapped. Then she paused. How did you know that? Blondie McBrit stepped between Dee and Slicer's body and reached into his pocket. Dee stiffened, her eyes darting towards the far corridor. Was he going to pull out a weapon? She couldn't reach Slicer's knife now. But maybe if she chucked the mirror at Blondie's face, she'd have time to run for her life? But instead of the murderous glint of a recently sharpened blade, Dee saw a folded piece of paper in his hand. Dee Guerrera, he said, reading from the page, convicted of premeditated murder on the first degree, victim Monica Patterson, 17, stepsister. The image of Monica's strangled face, purple and swollen, flashed before Dee's eyes. She'd been the one to find the body, the one to call 911 as she desperately tried to administer first aid, even though she knew by the stiffness of her limbs that Monica was beyond help. I didn't kill her. She had no idea why she felt the need to proclaim her innocence to this stranger, but the words just came flying out of her mouth before she could stop them. Of course you didn't. We're all innocent on Alcatraz 2.0. Sarcasm dripped from every word. He didn't believe her for a hot second. But instead of saying that he thought she was full of shit, he shoved his hands into the pockets of his black corduroy jacket. Shall we go? Dee glanced from the Brit to Slicer's body. Was this a trap? I'm not going anywhere with you. He tilted his head to the side, just as Slicer's had when Dee refused to run into the maze. Why ever not? His earnestness threw Dee off. I think you might be a psychotic killer. I don't trust you no matter how cute your accent is. I don't even know who you are. Oh, he smiled, his eyes warm and crinkly. Sorry, I'm Niles. He paused as if that was enough explanation. It wasn't. And you're here right now because my Alcatraz mandated job is to introduce new inmates to life on the island. I get a note like this one, he said, dangling the folded paper in the air, shoved under my door in the morning, telling me where to meet the newbies, though it's usually just at the gate to guard the station. This is the first time I was instructed to go to a Paniac's kill room. Must have been an administrative mistake or something. I mean, why would you need an orientation if you weren't going to survive your first hour on the island? Anyway, I almost didn't show. Can you believe it? He chuckled as if he made a hilarious joke. Yeah, she said, her voice flat. Funny. I would have missed the death of Prince Slicer, Niles continued, either not picking up on her sarcasm or ignoring it. That would have been a tragedy, Dee. By the way, is that short for Dorothy? I can't say that. Deirdre? I can't say it. What were they, best friends? No. I see. Niles gazed at her for a moment, then shrugged. Come along, then. Dee still didn't trust him. If she followed, would she round a corner and run directly into the Cinderella-themed booby trap of sentient rodents, pumpkin time bones, and projectile glass shards? Then again, her other options were to find her own way out of the murderous maze, or stay with Slicer's body until someone else got to her. Neither was particularly tempting. Where are we going? Niles' smile widened, flashing his oversized teeth. Fancy an ice cream? All right. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing in here? Boo, boring, sorry. Thank you, Deej. I couldn't say it. Oh, lol. His name is Niles and he has wow. No, not this story. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm sorry. Do you guys want to read chapter 3? Should we do that? Or do you guys want to chit chat? I am here for you. Whatever you guys want to do. A British dude as the love interest is boring. I got it. I thought you meant the story was boring. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know. This story, it really hooked me. Like, I read the first page, and then I think I read the first chapter, and I might have stopped there because I don't remember getting this far. But I just remember, like, the storyline just hooked me. Okay, chapter 3. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a page of text messages that I don't want to miss on here. Okay, it says, Regina Showalter at Choppin' 2017. Are you kidding me with this bullshit? There is no way Prince Slicer's dead. He's going to stand up and stab her through her solar plexus, right? He can't let that sister-killing skank get away. I can't even with the lies. Okay, so these are comments. I don't know why I thought they were text messages. Okay. Benny NDA Jets, and his is at Elton John for Evs. I knew Slicer's refusal to use restraints would eventually backfire on him. He's consistently underestimated his female victims. Hashtag misogyny kills. Regina Showalter, and her is Choppin' 2017. Did you just take credit for his death? Hashtag douche patrol. Hashtag I can't even with this. Benny NDA Jets at Elton John's Forever replied, I knew Slicer's refusal. Wait. Oh, yeah, because somebody. I'm trying to read this. You want to know about the kinky shenanigans? Oh, we'll get there. Okay, so he was replying to that. Emilio Rincon? Haha, Elton John Frevs. You know more about helpless, tied-up chicks than anyone. Only way you can get them to date you. Reply to that, Benny and DA, check your hetero privilege, friend. We should be more concerned with the fact that a convicted killer just got away with murder again. Hashtag justice will be served. The Griff commented, you people are blind. Slicer versus a mirror? This is a conspiracy. It's all fake. Hashtag Slicer lives. Hashtag fake news. Hashtag eyes open. Hashtag don't trust the feed. Maybe you're blind and dumb, Armelio Renquin commented, or maybe that chick in the Cinderella dresses. And the last comment is, your bickering is amusing, but you missed the point. At Prince Slicer is dead, and Cinderella, she's a survivor. Hashtag Cinderella survivor. Okay. Chapter 3. San Francisco's sunshine was underwhelming. Though the sky was vivid blue, dotted with puffy wisps of clouds that stretched like chubby fingers from the west, the sun gave off zero warmth, and Dee's skin prickled beneath the thin fabric of her Cinderella gown. It was the total opposite of November in Los Angeles, where it was probably 75 and sunny, and Dee's crappy costume would have been adequate protection from the elements. Did I seriously just compare the benefits of a penal colony versus my hometown in terms of a princess costume? As if this day could get any weirder. Except it had. Though Dee had watched the endless live streams from her holding cell, she hadn't fully appreciated the creepiness of Alcatraz 2.0 until she stepped outside the warehouse. The prison had been established on a man-made island in the middle of the San Francisco Bay, connected to a natural outcropping of a rock that had served as the midway point for the Old Bay Bridge. Once known as Treasure Island, it had been built for a World's Fair almost a century earlier, then transformed first into a military installation and then into a series of Hollywood sound stages, before finally being redeveloped for housing. But once the tunnel was built to connect San Francisco to the East Bay, and the Bay Bridge was demolished, the island had been abandoned. Until the postman purchased it. The heavy creep factor came from the island's infrastructure, which had been retained when it was transformed into a prison. Duplexes, storefronts, library, warehouses, all the remnants of its former glory had been shined up and repurposed. Now convicted murderers like Dee worked pedestrian jobs, living in traditional homes and did everyday crap like cooking meals, navigating neighbors, and trying to stay alive as long as possible before they were ambushed, kidnapped, and brutally executed while the entire world watched. It was fucking surreal. Niles had fallen quiet. He seemed edgy since they stepped outside the decrepit warehouse, moving quickly down the wide, deserted street as his eyes continually darted from side to side. This part of the island was packed with enormous structures. My voice is going out. Oh, hold on, you guys. We're on page 18. Hold on. Let me get a sip of water. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know how teachers talk all day. Don't they lose their voice? Woo! Okay, let's see. Niles had fallen quiet. He seemed edgy since they stepped outside the decrepit warehouse, moving quickly down the wild, deserted street as his eyes continually darted from side to side. This part of the island was packed with enormous... Did we just read this part? Where did we leave off, you guys? Okay, here we go. And though the neighborhood looked vaguely familiar, as Dee hurried to keep up with Niles' long strides, she noticed that there were no cameras around. Based on what she'd seen of the Postman app, she had half expected there to be cameras everywhere, attached to fences, mounted on street lamps, lining the tops of buildings. Instead, the only ornaments in this you guys, some of these words, I'm like, I could say normally, but I feel like since people are listening to me, like I start laughing and then trip over them. Okay. Instead, the only ornaments in this dilapidated industrial wasteland were the dozens of black crows perched atop the warehouse roofs, stoic and unmoving. Niles sped onward, past an abandoned gas station with a hand-painted sign on one boarded-up window reading, "Don't feed the birds." So there were rules on Alcatraz 2.0 after all. Good to know. "I'll introduce you to your job first," Niles said, breaking the silence as they rounded a corner onto Main Street. A row of brightly painted shops stretched down both sides, so you can meet your coworkers. Dee cringed. Coworkers? Translation, the convicted killers I'll have to hang out with every day? "Everyone has a job on Alcatraz," Niles said. He cast a sly glance at her. "Even a princess." "Ha ha," Dee replied without an ounce of humor in her voice. "It won't be anything complicated, I can assure you," he said cheerfully, as if he were giving her that rundown on her new after-school job at the mall. After-school job at the mall, normal hours, 10 to 5 and all that. Nothing about this place was normal, and if I don't show up, that's your choice, Niles shrugged, but no work means no money on your island debit card. Which means you can't buy food. Good reason to show up. Niles smiled. Isn't it? He shot another clandestine look at her, eyes sweeping down from her sparkly headband to her dress, and just for a second the happy-go-lucky facade slipped away, revealing a significantly more somber expression. Then he returned, and it was gone. "Anyway," he continued, his tone light and airy, "we'll have to get to the barracks after dark. We do not want to be out after the sun goes down. That's usually when the Paniacs..." He paused, musing over the word, then shook his head. "That's usually when the killers strike. Unless it's a foggy day, or a rainy, or an eclipse, I suppose." He stopped and faced her. "Basically, only be outside with the sun." "Noted." Niles pointed to a quaint structure across the street that looked like a converted cottage. "So we've got the stationery store there, library next door. Farther down there's the bodega. And that's where you'll buy groceries and whatnot, the hair salon and the gym. So I can look good and get in shape for my murder?" Niles smiled, his blue eyes bright with amusement. "Quite." He shifted his gaze to a spot above Dee's head. "Here we are, then." They stood in front of an old-timey ice cream parlor, complete with pink striped awning and hand-painted lettering on the window. "Ice cream," Dee said, reading the name of the shop. "You've got to be kidding me." "You'll find an abundance of dark humor on the island." Niles pushed open the glass door. Above, a silver bell tinkled an announcement of their arrival. Dee followed him inside and felt as if she'd stepped back in time. The black and white checkered floor was dotted with ornate wrought iron tables, painted white, with matching chairs. The walls, like the awning outside, were bubblegum pink and crammed with sepia-toned photographs of ice cream parlors from ages past. Pink stools lined the front of the counter that held jars of neon candy, lollipops, and jelly beans, plus a refrigerated display of ice cream flavors. It was neat and cheerful and totally fucked up because just like in Slicer's Maze, Dee quickly noted the camera affixed to the ceiling in each corner of the shop. Rounded black mounds surveying the entire room. A chill ran down her spine. 4 red lights, one in each camera dome, were all pointed directly at her. "I'm back," Niles called out to no one in particular. A door on the far wall, camouflaged by pink tile wallpaper, swung open, and an attractive, heavily made-up girl appeared in the doorway. Dee recognized her immediately. Griselda Sinclair. Griselda had a huge fan base, and every time the feed switched to her apartment or to a shot of her working out in the gym, the fan comments that ran up the side of the screen would explode. She even had her own hashtags. Conjugal visits for Griselda and hashtag Griselda, I want you in my pants, because the fans were super classy like that. But Griselda seemed happy to play the role of Alcatraz 2.0 hottie. She wore a plaid miniskirt paired with combat boots that laced to the knee, plus an off-the-shoulder midriff shirt that exposed a black lace bra strap on her right shoulder, and her long disheveled, dishwater blonde hair had been flat-ironed stick straight. She paused in the doorway while she smoothed down her hair and tucked it behind both ears. Then she pulled on the right sleeve of her shirt, shifting it so far off her shoulder that it practically exposed side boob, ran her tongue over her teeth to check for a stray lipstick, and stepped into the shop. It was like watching an actress backstage before she made her entrance. And as Dee saw the red dots of the camera swivel on Griselda's direction, she realized that it was exactly what she had witnessed. You're the only person on this island stupid enough to be wandering around the warehouse district this close to nightfall, Griselda said. It's touching to know you care, Grizz. Niles tossed a white plastic card onto the counter, then reached into a large glass jar and snagged a piece of red licorice. She picked up the card and swiped it through some kind of electronic reader, then slid it back to Niles. I see you brought the newbie. Ah, yes, Niles bowed low with a flourish of his licorice. Griselda Sinclair, may I present your new coworker, Dee Guerrera? Hey, Dee stuttered, trying to sound casual. She didn't want any of these people to see her fear. But Griselda made no attempt at friendliness. She folded her arms across her chest and examined Dee from head to toe. So we're stuck with Cinderella Survivor, huh? Who? Dee asked. Niles' eyes grew wide with excitement. Is that what they're calling her? Griselda nodded toward the front of the shop. See for yourself. Mounted on the wall above the door was a large, flat monitor. One half of the screen showed several small boxes, rotating slowly through a variety of camera feeds. The other half showed strangely familiar night vision footage of a girl in a long dress holding a mirror, and in the upper right-hand corner of the screen she saw a symbol that she immediately recognized. PEI, in red block letters. The bottom of the P extended to the spine of the E and the tail of the I, the logo for Postman Enterprises Incorporated. It took Dee several seconds to realize she was watching a replay of her first moments in Slicer's Maze. Let's see. Besides the video, the comments feed... Wait, 3 people hate education? Sorry, I just saw this. Hold on, I came to look for a second. It's okay if there's 3 thumbs down, you guys. It's okay. If you do like it, though, give it a thumbs up. Let's see. Okay, so it took Dee several seconds to realize she was watching a replay of her first moments in Slicer's Maze. Beside the video, the comments feed scrolled at a breakneck pace, but even at that speed, Dee caught the same hashtag used over and over again. Hashtag Cinderella Survivor. Our little princess has 20 million spikes, Griselda said flatly. I said it with too much enthusiasm, but it's okay. Niles whistled low as if impressed, but Dee was pretty sure it wasn't a good thing. What does that mean? Griselda smiled sweetly, exposing a perfect dimple in her right cheek. It means, princess, that you won't last a week. So that was chapter 3, you guys. Okay, can I catch up with you guys for a minute? So do you guys like this story? I wish it was a movie, too. Like, it looks so cool. I can't read either. Sometimes I trip over the words. Like, I know how it should sound in my head, but then when I say it, it won't come out of my mouth, right? Let's see. You like this book? I do too. Good night, Michelle. That was fun, wasn't it? Let's see. My voice kind of feels like it wants to leave. Oh, wait, chapter 4 is only like a page. It's like a page and a half. Do you guys want to read chapter 4? They can't make movies like this because they're too busy making sequels. I know. Okay, let's read chapter 4 since it's only a page and a half, and then okay, awesome. Okay, chapter 4. Let's see. Page 23, you guys. The postman glared at the monitor, teeth clenched so hard they ached, while the one they were calling Cinderella Survivor slowly lowered herself into a wrought iron chair at ice cream. She killed Slicer. At first, the postman didn't believe it, much like the fans who peppered the comments feed with incredulity and intricate conspiracy theories. It seemed too bizarre. A teenager with a mirror just took out the postman's #1 killer? Impossible. But it wasn't. The postman had seen Slicer's corpse, felt the pulseless body already stiff and cold before the guards arrived to haul it away. The blood had stopped pouring from the wound by then. The pool was sticky and thick, and while all of that could have been attributed to the special effects attributed to the special effects frequently employed by the postman's killers to fake out their victims, this time the blood and the corpse and the death were real. And now I have her all to myself, the postman said out loud, though there was no one to hear. Voice command. The voice recognition control panel beeped twice to acknowledge activation. Engage auto detect on camera banks 32 through 37. Cinderella Survivor would be leaving for the barracks soon, and the postman wanted to make sure that every single moment of her time on Alcatraz 2.0 was covered. You won't be out of my sight for a moment. She was the only priority. So many months of planning, all destroyed in an instant. No one's time on Alcatraz 2.0 was particularly pleasant, but the moment Slicer's body hit the floor, Dee's fate was sealed. She'd be broken, tortured, begging for the end, and she'd watch anyone she cared about die. Oh my gosh. And that was chapter 4, you guys. Deep in the heart of Texas. I don't know. Wait, you have to do the clap after. Deep in the heart of Texas. The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas. Don't ask me why I'm singing this. I just read somebody say deep in the heart of Texas and I busted out in song. I'm like Pablo's vlog. I have to clap. Aaron's hey, the sound of my voice puts me to sleep. My corn bed sounds sweet and corny. The bodega. I know, when I read that, I had the biggest smile on my face, Aaron. You did the clap? You're from Central Texas? Very cool. Very cool, you guys. Well, I'm glad you guys liked the book. I do have to get ready to go in like 5 minutes. But I actually am not, I don't think I have any plans tomorrow. If you guys want to go live tomorrow and chit chat for a little bit, like we could do 3 o'clock tomorrow, 2 to 3 or 3 to 4. Oh, Veruca is from South Texas. Very cool, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It's so much fun getting to read with you guys and hang out. You saw Chachi Dog in Target today? You did? Oh my gosh. Did you pet her? Did you hear that, Chachi? Did you hear that? You have a twin in Target. Very yeehaw. Well, let's see. Oh, wait. You guys, pizza's on. Shall we check in and say hi? Like, I don't know how to smile. What do you guys want to do? I have like 10 more minutes and then I have to go, but let's chat tomorrow. Okay. Oh, yeah, Chris, go back to work, you guys. Okay, let's do tomorrow then. Um, was this time good for you guys, or do you want to do it at 2 tomorrow? I know Chachi is fancy shopping at Target and all. Huh, Chach? Huh, Chach? You fancy. Hi, Debbie. How are you? I knew what you meant. Snipe for 10 minutes? Okay. Hold on. Let me mute you really fast while I figure this out, because sometimes I gotta mumble.
Yeah, so far so good. So it must have just been YouTube just acting really weird on me. My YouTube connection, I guess, must have just gotten screwed up. So sorry about that. Positive you can't hear me. Anyone else having problems with not being able to hear me? Oh, your volume was down. Okay, that explains it. Brooke, dinner. I'm probably just going to throw something in the microwave, just a microwave dinner, microwave lasagna or something like that. Hi, Nadine. You're painting 2 rooms in your house? Ooh, not fun. I don't like painting. It is some work doing that. Um, what I'm doing is nothing. Hi, Monique. Any lean cuisine? Yeah, I do lean cuisine as well. I do Stouffer's microwave lasagnas, and then there's a couple lean cuisines I like. The chicken stir fry is my favorite of the lean cuisines. Come from work, so tired. Yeah, yeah. I hope your day wasn't too bad.
You guys, I've been on mute. Can you guys not hear me?
He's making fun of me because he's a painter.
He does need to clean his room.
Covered in paint. Yeah, yeah. That's why you gotta wear. You gotta wear the throwaway clothes for that.
Throwaway.
Misha, can I use my phone and get Wi-Fi? I mean, I could, but this is fine.
Thank you, Farrell.
And it's more comfortable for it. It's
echoing.
Phone, I'd have to figure out a way to balance it. So, Sabina, I have not watched Squid Game. Nadine being social. Yeah, I guess I am being social. But what did I do today? Honestly, I slept really late. Yeah, I stayed up way too late. So then I slept later than I kind of intended. I actually did intend to do a video today, talking about what I look for in a woman, but I just wasn't really feeling. Was just sort of too tired to do it, so figured a live would be easier instead. But sometime in the next few days, I'll probably tomorrow, hopefully, I'll do a video about what I look for in women. Misha, have I found my mood improved? Maybe a little bit early to say. Not brown shirt. Yeah, this is a burgundy shirt. I don't actually have a desk lamp. I do need to get another lamp here. Monique, again, it's something I wanted to go today to get my second shot, but wasn't up to it. So I'll try to go tomorrow for my second COVID shot. Sandy, okay. Good night, Sandy. Rhonda, my mom's doing okay. Her breathing's been pretty good lately, and biggest problem she's run into is that it seems like wine gives her headaches now, so she might not be able to keep drinking wine. Angie, I don't play any musical instruments. Hexy, what's in the drawer behind me? Just some boxes. There's a bag of Tostitos, some vitamins, some small boxes that I used for bringing small things when I moved here. Kimba, do I get bored of being asked the same 10 questions again and again? I mean, that's one of the questions I get asked pretty routinely. But no, I try to answer questions as much as I can. Shea Bear, you don't have lupus? Good to know. Just multiple sclerosis and it's a headache. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough, Shea Bear, that you've got MS. And Raynaud syndrome. That one I'm not as familiar with. Raynaud syndrome. My favorite Nintendo 64 game. Ocarina of Time. The game that I really enjoyed, I don't think many people will remember it, but one Nintendo 64 game I really enjoyed, The First Mage, Aiden, I think it's called The First Mage, Aiden Chronicles, The First Mage. I actually enjoyed that one. My plans for the channel, pretty much whatever. Somewhat. Steph, I don't really care one way or the other about when or how I will die. Haley, yes, I do have desire to travel outside of Canada again. Have I tried Japanese katsu curry? I have not. Might be interesting. Might be something I try. Shea Bear changes your color. Oh, affects your hands and circulation. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that does sound bothersome as well. Eventually, I can just tell everyone to watch my first few lives when they want to know my favorite color. I mean, for a lot of it, I can point them to my first video for a lot of questions that I still get. Maybe I don't listen to ASMR. I don't like ASMR. It's it distracts me. Best sci-fi movie? Star Wars. Livy D, show you some animals. All right, I'll give another look of Tim. Everybody wants to see Tim. Fragile. My mom has a Scottish accent when she drinks. Lee's, do I see the Scream trailer? No, not a game I'm interested in. Hi, Miss Lynn. Oh, you needed something to watch. All right. Livy D, Timbit is a girl, so she is cute. Pet her. I don't want to pet her yet, just because she's sleeping. I don't want to wake her up. I don't like waking my cat up. I don't like waking cats up. I have not tried Earn Brew, and I can't say it's particularly appealing, honestly. GameCube. I never even owned a GameCube, so I never played any GameCube games. No. No. Hi, Tim. Hi, girl. How are you doing, girl? Should honestly just keep a live cam on Timbit. I'd make $1 billion. Hear that, Timbit? You're $1 billion cat. You know that, girl?
Hi, Tim. Why is he so adorable to his cats? I love this. Or his cat, I'm sorry. This is so sweet.
Black cat. I wouldn't mind getting a black cat. I just love tabbies. Like I just like tabbies too much to get something else. Casey, one of us wouldn't be leaving that room alive. Why do I stream through a potato? It's just it's not the most high quality webcam. Honestly, it's one that I got from work. And yeah, it's poor lighting in here as well. Misha, I'll give Casey a big punch in the face next time I see her. Five kittens and a mama cat. Whew. That'd be exhausting. Cheryl, why is she isolated? It's just because she's got feline mania virus. She has to be kept away from the rest. Fruitcake. If you move to Ottawa, I might date you. Happy Camper. I'm gonna be monetized, so I can start buying shit at that point. What kind of cat food brand do I buy? I forget. I actually forget the name of it. It's one of the better brands though. Am I going to change my desk setup? Maybe it's tough. Could probably get away with getting a bigger desk. It's a pretty small desk I have. And but yeah, part of it is my desk setup. It's set up the way it is for work because I work from home. My customer service. Oh, goody, connection unstable again. Yeah, I work in customer service, and during COVID, they set us up at work from home. So my desk setup is set up for that. And everybody having problems again? Do I drink? I drink Sprite. Hi, Julia.
Did somebody just ask him if he drinks and he said, I drink Sprite? That was so innocent and adorable.
Hi, Jazzy. Amber, will we be coming across a potential new place? The last place we looked at, we decided we didn't really like it. Boppers, can't keep me out of my mind, or can't keep me out of your mind. Sorry about that. Sadie and Monique, I don't drink any alcohol. Honestly, I don't like the taste of alcohol. And I don't like the effects of it. Fruitcake, I've never watched Amberlynn Reid. No, I don't really watch many YouTubers, to be honest. Would I rather live in an ethno-state or a communist or totalitarian society? I mean, I wouldn't want to live in any sort of extremist society. Oh, congratulations on 22 years, Sheer Bear. Chantel's peanut butter and jelly, yep. Always makes me laugh whenever I think of that. One Sadie, I'm fine just not drinking alcohol. Where did my nickname came from? Chantel. She's weird. Boppers haven't been playing anything recently. Nope. Queefed. Yay. Hi. Darth Maul. I have not quit my job. I am currently on a mental health leave because my mental health has been terrible lately. Favorite character from the Mass Effect franchise? Rex. Gotta go with Rex. He's just the best. Do I ever feel like traveling? I don't never really feel like it, but I do want to do some traveling. Oh, Elegant Mind, I do not drink coffee. Chicago, I do want to get back into reading books, honestly. I haven't been reading in a long time, and I love books, but I just haven't been able to work up the energy to read in the past couple of years. Evie, Chantel should start a Patreon service where she nicknames everyone based on submitted photos. Maybe. I'll pass that idea along to her, honestly. Jude Elizabeth, Rex over Garrus. Yeah. I mean, Garrus is cool, but Rex is Rex. Rim, Movie Club. That's an idea. Snowy Scotch whiskey can be very good. Has lots of flavor behind the alcohol. My brother is really likes Scotch whiskey. Does it bother me when Chantel gets so much hate? It does. No more. Morden's great too. I love Morden too. When Sadie, favorite movie theater snack? Popcorn. It's got to be popcorn. Movie's not a movie without popcorn. Hello, Jess. QT. Yeah, main way to message me would be on Twitter. Would be the easiest way to message me. Or I mean, you can comment on my videos. Day in my life. Do I like eating on camera? It doesn't make much of a difference to me, honestly. Chicago Nomad. I know it. I love books. I really do, and I wish that I read more. I wish that I had more interest in reading more, because I love reading. It's just my favorite chick flick. I don't know that I've watched a lot of chick flicks. Do I take the hate against Chantal personally, or is it because of how it affects her? It's because of how it affects her. She's my best friend. I've known her for almost 20 years now. I want to. I don't like when people put down my best friend. Dragon Age. I've not played Dragon Age. Good Chantel story times. Probably not. I don't really do story times. Hi, Ariel. Jesse, any chance me and Chantal can become romantic again? No, we've definitely moved on from that. 100% we've moved on from that. One time we got when we were doing a super chat, somebody, one time when we were doing a live, somebody gave us a super chat to get us to kiss, and it was so weird and uncomfortable and awkward. So yeah, it's we are not going to be getting back together. Do I have aphantasia? Is that the one where you have trouble picturing things? Because I think I might. Like, I have trouble visualizing things in my head. Like, I'll start to, and then they'll just immediately disappear. Hello, Potato Sack. Oh, hello, Vanessa. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I'm always here for Chantal whenever things change. Nora Ephron makes great movie scripts. She's an amazing writer.
Okay, I just have to say the pickle story was so cute.
I don't know if I've come across any of
totally agree with you.
Work. Chicago, I can't shut the drawer. It will not shut. It just automatically reopens itself. The drawers, all the drawers behind me are messed up, so they just slide right out. They do not stay closed. What's my Twitter? Yeah, I'll just post my Twitter handle in the chat for those who want it. So yeah, at X-Men Expert. I'm on a slant. Let me see if I can. I'm making things worse. Call minute. Honestly, it's not worth bothering. Lady Phoenix, what kind of vlogs can you expect in the future? No, just whatever catches my interest, really. Share Bear, you don't Twitter, you Instagram? I don't Instagram, I Twitter. But yeah, blogs, I'll probably talk about comics, talk about movies, talk about whatever. Opinion on James McAvoy as Professor X. Yeah, he was okay. I just didn't really enjoy those movies. Brandy, I just need a certain number of viewed hours to be monetized. Serena, I don't like to cook. I really don't, and yeah. Melissa, I did have a nice Thanksgiving. Elegant Mind. You have depression, place can get clear fast. It does, and also I've always been pretty lazy when it comes to cleanup. $180? Good luck. You can cook for me, but you have to be in Ottawa. How's my mom doing? She's doing fine.
Look at him having game. You could cook for me, but you gotta be in Ottawa.
Again,
it's so cute.
When are we gonna do a homemade meal? We'll see. We'll see when Chantal makes feels like cooking again. Vanessa, you're an adult Barbie doll collector. No, that's fine. That's cool. How did I come with my cat's name? Chantal saw it at saw the name for a dog in a newspaper. Send it by post, Gibraltar to Canada. I'd be a bit cold by then, but do I read comics on Comixology? I don't actually. I don't use Comixology. Aside from a couple of comics that were like exclusive there. But no, I don't really use Comixology. For digital comics, I usually go straight to the Marvel website. I need a colorectal exam before I fall for one of these thirsty girls. Probably, honestly. I probably do. My 3 favorite things: X-Men, Star Trek, Teen Tam. I should date an older woman. Depends how old are you talking.
Why do I feel like a proud mom?
My longest relationship was with Chantal.
I'm like, yes,
Hello,
get
Cassandra.
those dates, Pete.
Thanks for dropping in.
Good for you.
Where do I read about social issues? A lot of it is stuff from back when I did read a lot of political stuff. I don't really read too much political stuff these days, but I still get a fair bit from like Twitter. So yeah, I just sort of see interesting takes on there, and I'll read a lot of fair number of stuff from there. Hello, Emma Louise. I work doing customer service. Music lover. Evie, Jamie Lee Curtis is still hot as hell and could absolutely get it anytime. Yep, absolutely. Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek. My name is James. Why do I go by that? Chantal. My best friend. She's weird. My favorite kind of pie? I don't really eat pie, to be honest.
You need a new best friend, Pete.
I'm not a pie person. Pateray, don't really have any old photos of me and Chantal. Potato sack are customers mean? Sometimes. You know what makes customer service hard? It's not the mean customers. They're not fun, but I can deal with that. It's not a big deal. The hardest part about customer service is when you can't help a customer, when you can't help somebody. Like that makes it really rough, I find. And so yeah. Helpless feeling, yeah, potato, exactly. You feel helpless, and you feel sad for them. Like you want to help. Like it's most people. You want to help customers. You want to help the people. But and when you can't, you feel bad for them. So it's just I hate that part of it. Grim, what other jobs have I had? Aside from customer service, the only other job I had was cashier at Walmart, which, yeah. So yeah, it is a very stressful job. Jaina, empathy. Yeah, exactly. Empathy. I have empathy, so it makes it tough. Nadine, I honestly have no problem leaving work in work hours. As soon as I'm done a call, I forget it. Any customer service destroyed me. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a fun job. Hi, Katie. Smokey, I'm a housekeeper working for seniors. I want to help more. I can't. Yeah, it's just the worst feeling, I find, when you can't help somebody. 1 5-minute call in one day stressing me out. Yeah, when I have to make, and like in my personal life, when I have to make a call, I don't want to. I don't like making calls in my personal life. Hey, CDU. I've had my vitamin D levels checked. I don't think I have, but I do need more vitamin D. Would I enjoy working in a library in a college? Yeah, I'd enjoy working in a library in general, but yeah, at a college, yeah, that'd be nice. Nowadays, when people call, they start out already angry with the poor rep. Not all of them. I find most people are actually, like most customers I find, are, pretty calm, pretty reasonable. There's always going to be a few customers who come on and are like just yelling right off the bat, but those tend to be rare. Most customers, most customers in my experience are pretty reasonable. 180, would I work in a comic book store? Yeah, I'd be fine with it. It's just, you don't really get jobs, and it's really hard to get a job in a comic book shop. Dr. Salty Balls, I could see you as a stagehand at a strip club. Okay. I can't. I can't see that. I don't know how I'd be a stagehand. I don't think I'd be good at that type of job. My favorite food, probably steaks. Steak, carrot cake, M&Ms. CS customer service, Janie. People are just shortening it to CS because customer service is a lot to type out. Do I watch Vaush? Nope. What type of job do I think I'd be good at? I think I'd be good at working at a library. Phone phobic, is it just really for that? Probably not, unfortunately. I mean, if it's like genuinely crippling and you literally can't, but probably not. Favorite vegetable? I like carrots and celery. Julie, I do not have a girlfriend.
Apparently, you will soon, though. Go, Pete's. It's your birthday.
Katie Williams, 2 guys that worked at a strip club. One was a bouncer, the other did cleanup. Ew, that wouldn't be a fun job, honestly. As good in Chantel's Titanic video. Oh yeah, the one where my accent randomly changed from British to French. Yeah, that's whatchamacallit. I've never had a whatchamacallit. Cucumbers. I like cucumbers as well, Elegant Mind. Buffering potato sack. Yeah. Lucy lives. Yeah. Yeah. It's YouTube doesn't seem to want to keep a steady connection for me. Please do more Ramona. I will try. Fruitcake. I am not bi. I honestly kind of wish I was. Having those extra options, I'd like that. Do I speak French? I do not. 9 years of French classes in school. I retained none of it. Hi, Monty's wifey, Karina. Yeah, the only thing I retain from my French classes as a kid, seal is fuck. That's about it. Should do Ramona for Halloween? Maybe. I might. Fruitcake, you give me bi energy.
Hi, Monty. How are you?
It's interesting, I guess. French is hard to learn, I hear. I had when I was in college, I had to take a remedial French class, and the teacher we had was, I think, Belgian. So he spoke French as like his first language, and he would when he would be going over the rules, he would always say, he'd be like, why does it work this way? Because French is a stupid language. So yeah, so that was always fun. Do I remember Telefrancais? Was that the channel that had like really softcore stuff after midnight? Yes, I did used to watch that. English is a really stupid language. It's a really badly designed language. Bi energy. You know what? I don't sit weird enough to be bi. I tend to sit too normally for me to be bi. Good night, Em.
What does that even mean? I'm so confused by
that. Hi, when I'm bored. My favorite color is red. I should decorate my room. I've got some posters on some of my walls. Aaron, that showcases Baby Blues. They had that as well. Like, there was that as well. And Showcase used to have their software stuff. But I remember there was, growing up, there was a French channel that late at night would have softcore shit. Does that mean a wide stance? Generally not a wide stance. You feel like Chantel is going to bust through the door any second? I think she's still out. Is that why people say the English language is really hard to learn? It is really hard to learn. There's a lot of really bad, there's a lot of rules that don't make sense and have tons of exceptions. Hi, Dulce de Leche. Stories, yes. I very much remember Showcase's softcore stuff. Bobby Joe, I don't honestly care enough about the drawer to get it fixed. But the fire alarm, yeah, sometime in the next couple of days we'll try to do that. German's hard to learn too.
Hey, Doc, I'll email you after this stream, okay?
Hi, Doe. What's wrong with the drawer? I don't know. None of my drawers actually stay closed. They just slide right out. Not sure. Lydia, yeah, I'll need to get some lighting. Brandy, how does the members only chat work? You pay a monthly thing and you get access to any lives, I think. Angela Bassett would have made a kick-ass Storm. Probably, actually. Halle Berry, yeah, I didn't like her in the role, and she was way too light-skinned to be Storm. They needed a dark queen as Storm.
Okay. I didn't know if I was going to like where he was going with that. So, okay, he saved himself right there, I think, maybe.
Waiting for Chantal to crash my live one day. That'd be fun. I gotta refill my water glass. I'll be back in a minute. Chat amongst yourselves.
Okay. We're impressive? Since he's doing whatever he's doing, I'm going to unmute for a little bit. You guys are so funny. I'm sitting here laughing, reading the chat. You pay a monthly thing and get nothing. Oh, okay. I'm muting. See you guys in a minute.
Live separated. I mean, probably will mostly be separated, but it might be funny if she bathroom water grossed me up. I know, but I'm not going all the way downstairs to refill my glass of water. Screw that noise. Let the tap run. I did let it run for a few seconds to make sure that it was cold enough. Dominique Jackson. Yeah, I think I've heard of her being mentioned before as a potential star. Yeah, M&M's. Am I drinking salt water from the bathroom? Tap water from the bathroom? Sink water? Yeah. Tap water is tap water. And it's fine. Should be fine anyway. Every time Chantel leaves the water running, I cry in Californian. Yeah, luckily we're not in that position up here, luckily.
Ew. You shouldn't just waste
When I'm in
water
work,
anyway.
you brush your teeth with sink water anyway. Exactly, yeah. I mean, that's my favorite candy. Yeah, definitely. Did I check for any intruders in the house for my roomie? Why was she worried about intruders in the house? There definitely was. There's definitely no intruders in here. Sorry, Juju. What are my plans for the channel? Oh, I'll just talk about stuff that interests me. I have not watched Injustice. Keki, I don't want to film in the comic book store. But once I start getting out to the comic book store again, I will sort of show what I get. If I could fly anywhere, where would it be? Scotland. Am I a fan of Sonichu Christian? No. Do you chew louder? It's ASMR. Oh, g'day, Robert Foster. Do I get aggressive living in Canada where everyone is sweet? Not everybody is sweet in Canada. There's we've got more than our share of awful people. Don't worry. Oh, plain cheeseburgers here? Oh, I didn't see plain cheeseburger. Oh, plain cheeseburger. Hi. I'm doing good. How are you doing? And see you next Tuesday. You too. Nice to see you too. Reviews of comics and yeah, I'll probably do something like that. Favorite WCW or WWF wrestlers? I loved Chris Jericho in the WCW. Honestly, he was so much fun. The fact that the guy was able to have a rivalry with a guy who couldn't even be on the show due to injuries, like he was able to sustain that. Come on, that's just great. WWF wrestler Bret Hart. Can I cook? No. Plain cheeseburger. Somebody asked me about my favorite WWF and WCW wrestlers. Lucy Lives. Can I recommend a comic for someone just starting out? Depends on what kind of what you're looking to get into. Comics are a medium, not a genre. So Plain, I'll give you a little bit of a Plain. I don't watch wrestling right now. And here's Timbit for you, plain cheeseburger. She turned around. She's turned around since the last time. Undertaker, yeah, Undertaker was always a favorite of mine when I was younger. Yeah, I haven't watched wrestling in forever.
Good night, ferals.
Haven't seen Fighting with My Family. Nope. Superhero romance. Let's see, romance. Oh, Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me is a really good romantic graphic novel for superheroes. The one I always recommend, will always recommend, Ms. Marvel, No Normal. G. Willow Wilson and Adrian Alphona. It's just it's just like one of the best superhero comics ever. Honestly. Christy, I work customer service. And yes, Timbit is breathing. Mindy May, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I never liked Stone Cold Steve Austin, to be honest. He was just kind of his whole personality was just being kind of a dick. And it never really appeared to me. Dre, yes, I did see that Superman's son, John Kent, is bi. It is it's not Clark who's come out as bi, it's his kid. And yeah, good on the bi. Congratulations to the bi people on now having their own Superman. That's pretty great. Iron Man and Captain America, for sure. Did I start the new Star Trek? Yeah, I mean, I'm up to date on all the Star Treks. Christy C? Yeah, just customer service over the phone, exactly. See you next Tuesday. I always wished I was into comics because it seems like a cool thing to get lost in, but at this point, I don't even know how to get into it. Honestly, don't worry about it. If you want to get into comics, honestly, just figure out what kind of stories you like to read and look up recommendations on those genres. So, like, figure out a genre of story that you like and sort of go from there. I can recommend things like I Kill Giants is an amazing comic. Not sure if anyone saw the movie I Kill Giants. The movie I Kill Giants was good. The comic was stellar. So amazing. Oh, Cheney Aggie, right? Webtoons? Yes. That's yes. Anyone who wants to get into comics, read Webtoons. That's the place to start. They're laid out well. There's a wide variety of genres. Lots of romance comics in there. So yeah, Webtoons is the place to start with that. NS, I'm a Marvel junkie, Marvel zombie. Hi, Susan. I'm also glad you caught me live. Lucy Lives, Webtoons. For anyone looking for the name of it. I've never read, like, I tried reading Tank Girl once and it wasn't for me. Do I ever go to Newgrounds? Nah, I used to. Did I ever go to Newgrounds? Yeah, I mean, of course I used to go there. What are my thoughts on Superman's son being bi? I think that's pretty cool. I think it's a cool thing. Share Bear, what did you miss? You missed me recommending Webtoons for people who want to get into comics. I have not read Chew. Amber. Amber, Newgrounds takes me back to the angsty internet me. I know. That is that's a throwback. What's my favorite headcanon about a Marvel character? My favorite. Let me think here. I don't know what my favorite headcanon would be, actually. Actually, I did. I remember doing a thread of characters who I headcanon as queer. I think the one that amused me most was Domino only being bi when she's drunk, and Boom Boom only being bi when Domino is drunk. I like saying that. Yeah, controversial headcanons, probably. Trying to think of some of the actual headcanons I have. Oh, hi, Mango Smoothie. Christy, yeah, I'm aware of a fair bit of DC stuff. I don't have the time and money to get invested in another universe. Like, that's the only thing that keeps me from reading DC is I don't have the time and money for an entire new universe. Smokey, do I like dressing up as a lady? Doesn't really. Honestly, they're clothes. Robot Chicken. I used to love Robot Chicken. I sort of stopped watching it. Miss Ramona. Ramona will make some appearances here and there, I'm sure. Must like Star Wars. Yes, of course, I do love Star Wars. Some comics free in the Kindle app. Yeah, but are they good comics? Is the question there. Have I watched anything on the Bravo network? Not really. Bravo, I don't think was ever really my thing. And pasta sauce, but lady clothes have no pockets. You can get dresses with pockets, and then when somebody says they like your dress, you can say thanks. They have pockets. It has pockets. Comedy Central, yeah, there weren't many Comedy Central shows that I watched. I don't think. Why is my room so dirty? Because I'm lazy and have trouble getting around to cleaning. I'll try to give it a nice vacuum this week. I think it has pockets. Thanks, it has pockets. It's lesbian coded. Is it? I figured that. Yeah, it was something that a lot that any woman gets excited about. Plain cheeseburger. Sorry, I can't close the door. It doesn't stay closed. It just slides right back out. Have I ever gone out with high heels on? No. Do I read manga? Nah. Manga Smoothie having a clean space helps mentally. I know it does. It's supposed to, but yeah. How tall am I? Just shy of 5'8". Which Halloween movies do I like? I mean, Rocky Horror Picture Show. You gotta love Rocky Horror Picture Show, right? I like that show, that movie. Does Chantal have any high heels you could borrow? I don't think so. I don't think she really wears high heels. Beyond that, I don't think we'd have the same foot size anyway, or shoe size. So I'd probably, if I were to wear high heels, I'd need to get my own. Toxic Alpaca, am I open for a relationship? Yeah, I'm open. Just not putting any active effort into it. Would I ever co-op on the 360? No, mostly because honestly, it'd just be a pain in the ass getting my 360 hooked up to the internet, to be honest. Stories, I can get you some high heels. I can get my own high heels. I'm in Ottawa next week. We can go to Winners to get a pair. Flash. Would I hire an escort if she had reasonable pricing? Nah, I'm not interested in paying for it. Am I getting my laptop later this month? Yeah, so probably near the end of the month is when Chantal will give me the money from the super chats from the couple of her lives that I stole.
Love you, Doc. Have a good evening. Check your email.
Maybe around, yeah, I'll see either. So yeah, right around that, or maybe a little bit after, I'll get the laptop, the new laptop. The high heels discussion. Somebody asked how I feel about wearing women's clothing. I said I don't really mind it, and then one guy decided that I should wear high heels. You know, for wearing high heels, it would be nice to feel taller. Potato sack, least favorite food. I don't really have one. There's a lot of food that there's a lot of food I don't like. So least favorite, I can't really say. Get a Venmo. I'm fine for right now. Set up a P.O. box. I'm fine for right now. Evie, all clothes is women's clothes if women wear them. Sure. Grella, you can't send a super chat because my channel's not monetized yet. Uncle Buck's quarter, there's an intruder. Whatever. You do feel pretty damn powerful when wearing heels. Thing about high heels is they were originally from. I know, I know that actually. I've seen that on Cracked. Yeah, they were made for men, and then just women started wearing them, and then they became for women. Blue, yeah, I try to take care of myself. Lifts for men's shoes, yeah, that's probably fine. Stop hooking me up. I don't mind people trying to hook me up. It's fine. Favorite sweets? M&M's. Share Bear, I cannot wear high heels with MS. It's like a baby giraffe. It's a nice mental image, yeah. Can't wear high heels. I walk like I have to poop. Suppose it's one of those things you just have to get used to them. But if anyone tries to bother you, then you can just grab your heel and fight. Yeah, exactly. Got yourself a weapon right there. CC, I'm rural and I sure don't miss heels. Comfy hikers, the way to go. Yeah, I've heard that heels are just not comfortable, but it's a looking sexy thing. How tall am I? I'm like 5'7" 3/4. Darkest Coven, I do not like Milky Ways. Toxic, I have never been high. Stories from the internet, get Kevin Samuels kitten heels. I don't know, it's kitten heels. I feel like if I were gonna wear heels, I want them to be worth it, you know? At least 3 inches, you know? Chunky heels, yeah, they're probably a little bit better for people who aren't used to wearing heels. Toblerone, I do not like Toblerone. Have I ever been drunk? Yes, and I did not enjoy it. When's the last time I showered? Would have been Sunday night. Late Sunday night I showered.
What?
What did I think of the Final Fantasy VII Remake? I thought it was... I didn't play it. I watched a Let's Play of it, and I thought it was great. I thought it really was a... I thought it looked really good. It's hilarious that people are... It's hilarious that me wearing heels is now becoming a thing. I guess I'm going to have to do that one of these days. Why not do I shower every day? Because it's fine doing it every other day. No, people aren't smelling me, so what do I care?
I want to vomit.
Would I move to another country for love? Maybe. Never played Pokemon, Uncle Buck. Blue Intellect. Yeah, I never played the original Final Fantasy VII. So I didn't have the nostalgia for the remake, but going in fresh, yeah, the remake was really good. Cloud, Aerith, and Tifa are absolutely in a closed poly relationship. Those three all love each other. No question. Honestly, I think Aerith in Final Fantasy Remake, she seems way more interested in girls. I thought, because like that scene where Cloud was being made into a woman. Aerith was getting really excited. When did I last use a toothbrush? Last night. Lucy, just because someone asked a question doesn't mean you have to answer. Yeah, I know. And I mean, there's a lot of questions that I do skip. Sarah Diddles? Yeah, I really like Jen Bartel's. Jen Bartel's art is just gorgeous in general. But her Final Fantasy VII art is really good. She's working on I know she's working on like an art book, which keeps getting longer. Like it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. But yeah, I'm excited for whenever she finally does finish it, and I'll definitely buy it. Good night, Amber Smith. I'm extremely honest. Yeah, I try. Do I know how to make toast? Yes. Old creepy comics, never read those. Singing, crying in the shower is a good soul cleanser. I've never really done either of those, honestly. I'm not really I'm not really a shower singer. I'm not really a singer in general. Played Final Fantasy. No, I honestly, the only Final Fantasy games I've ever played, 6 8, though I didn't finish it, and 4. Or like 2 and 3 or whatever. Yeah, I've only played a couple of Final Fantasy games for the Super Nintendo. Where Chantel, she told me she was going to Ottawa with, or not Ottawa, to Montreal with a friend. So, not sure where she is now.
With Nader.
What color makes me happy? Colors don't really affect me that way, I don't think. Colors don't really change my my mood. Oh, hi, Zoo. I'm doing good, thanks. How are you? Good night, Helen. FF10 Best FF. From the Let's Plays that I've watched, Final Fantasy VII Remake is great. Final Fantasy IX was fantastic from the Let's Play I watched. 10, never finished one. Finished watching a Let's Play of that. And 12 was pretty decent.
Internet
Melanie?
he
I am
said
afraid of no ghost.
he hasn't showered since Sunday.
Cheryl, do I want your 2 cats? I've got enough cats, I think. Shareberry, yes, I've been to Scotland. Darkest, my favorite color is red. Do really like black as well. Tara, haven't had dinner yet. Once I'm off here, I'll just throw something in the microwave. Never played or watched Kingdom Hearts. I remind you of a Viking. That's pretty interesting. If I was stranded on a deserted island, what are 3 things I'd want to have with me? A strong radio to be able to contact people, a boat, and food. Favorite fast food? It's McDonald's. It's garbage, but I like it. Uncle Bucks, I've never played Dungeons and Dragons. I'd be open to it, but Corella, 2 a.m. Have to go. Okay. Good night, Corella. Sleep well. Angie, yeah, I miss Scotland. Anytime I was there, I liked it. So yeah, I missed that place. Have I ever cried? Not often. Usually, like, when I cry is when I'm really tired and watching something. Have I ever followed Report of the Week? I don't think so. The kids from room 402 are Brave Space? No. My top 3 favorite artists and writers. So my 3 favorite comic book artists are Emma Rios, Stephanie Hahn, and Meredith McLaren, in that order. I just love those 3. For favorite writers, that's a bit tougher. I really like Kelly Sue DeConnick, Kelly Thompson, and probably Kieran Gillen. I think those would be my 3 favorite writers. Hi, Melby. I only cry when there's no good powder on the slopes.
Hi, everyone coming in. We're just listening in on Leaves. Pete's live.
Visit the Netherlands. Yeah, the Netherlands would be a nice place to visit as well. Martinez, I don't really need I don't feel like I need mods just yet. Generally, like the trolls I just ignore, so whatever. Smokey, I thought I was into the 2-pack. No, I've never really been into rap. Canadian chick, Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings. C, how can you send me something nice? For right now, you can't really. Big Mac or Quarter Pounder? I get the double Quarter Pounder with no cheese. Zoo, I haven't watched hockey in forever. Since I was a child. When I did watch hockey, Montreal Canadiens. NS. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you, NS. It's just there's a lot of comments and questions that go by. Yeah, I'm from Montreal, and grew up in Cornwall, which was not too far from Montreal. So I had to cheer for the Canadiens. Gia, I'm a cat person. Roz, I have an older brother. Try rap, it could be my hidden talent. I am so far too white for that. I've never watched the Resident Evil movies or played the games. Do I think Justin Trudeau is hot? Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. Someone wants to send me something nice and I shun them off. I'm not shunning them. I'm just saying that right now there isn't really a good way for them to send me anything. Stories from the internet. I was in Cornwall a couple of days ago. Where should I get the best pizza? Napoleon's. Either Napoleon's or Riverside are both really good. How old is my cat? She's 16. When I was younger, I played t-ball and I played I think a few games of junior league hockey. Cracker Rapper. Yeah.
Internet tea,
Gia Romero.
Their house must smell so gross.
I think I might actually be lactose intolerant, which is disappointing because I like ice cream. Wolf, I am not watching Squid Game. Zoe, where'd my fear of dogs come from? Something that happened as a kid that I don't remember, but apparently, like, I was sort of playing with the dog chasing me around, and then the dog sort of changed direction and ran right into me, and she thinks and my mom is pretty sure that's what did it to me. Cornwall, I think I think around 50,000 people. I think Cornwall has. Eat dairy-free ice cream? Nah. Cats can live for various time, anywhere, 16 to 20, sometimes more, sometimes older. Wanderlust, I'm an Aquarius. Do I believe in tarot cards? I believe that people are able to draw their own meaning from them. Have I ever been beardless? Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's for beardlessness. I'm honestly not sure if I like having a beard or if I just hate shaving. Pretty sure it's a bit of both. Yeah, lactose pills and various other types of ice cream. Yeah, maybe. Video idea, hide a bunch of her food. That's just mean. Oh, 1 second. Jules have a pet that died recently, or? Sorry, just Jules, that's sad. That's sad. It's always hard losing a cat. I'm 21. Yeah, it's a good age though. Do I know when I'll get monetized? Yeah, I need 4,000. Hi, Vegas doll.
He has to have 4,000 watch
I've never had
hours.
a paranormal experience. What question was I answering?
You were about to say you
I
need
totally forgot what
4,000
question I was
watch
answering.
hours.
Oh, when I'll get monetized. Once I get 4,000 hours of views, then I'll be eligible to be monetized, and then it just takes a few weeks for that to be approved. Anna, I can drive, but I let my license lapse. I don't like driving. I did learn to drive. I didn't enjoy it, so I don't have a license. Have I been to a Comic-Con? Yes, went to Ottawa Comic-Con 2 years ago with Chantal. Serious answer, who do I want to play me in the biopic? I don't want a biopic about me. Wolf, I don't read Stephen King, no. Chantal is quite the paranormal experience. I'll pass that on to her. She'll appreciate that one. I did not cosplay at the Comic-Con. I just wore a Ms. Marvel t-shirt. One for the current one, Kamala Khan, one of based on her costume. John Francis Daly. I don't even know who the hell that is. Kristen, get a Cash App or PayPal? Maybe. Am I bi-curious? I am not. Do I feel less independent not driving? Not really. I mean, there's buses. Darkest Coven, I did read Anne Rice books when I was a teenager. Good night, Tara. So yeah, I used to like her books a lot. I just sort of drifted away from her. I sort of lost interest. Comic-Con doing holiday. I might go to that if I feel like COVID's under control enough. Jax, I don't think I would like haggis. Speedy, when was my last bus ride? Would have been close to 2 years, I think, since I last actually rode the bus. Stories? I'm not bike. No, that's not what Bike Curious is. Stories. I would want to be bi. I would like to be bi, but I'm not. I'm not attracted to men. I'm just not. Zinging. Do I wax my forehead? No. This hairline comes all natural, baby. Smokey. You want to help me get the right heels for me? Jeez. Do I think my fear of things has hindered me a lot enjoying certain things I wouldn't normally try? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely it does. Smoky vibes. Do I like transgenders? Yeah, I'm okay with trans people. I have, yeah. Homer, did you put your head in the bowling ball polisher? Should wear more hats? Probably. The way it reflects the light, you're getting hypnotized. Nice skull. Man, I'm getting roasted here. Will I ever embrace my bald or hide behind the long hair? I'm considering a toupee or a wig or something, honestly. Angie, I'm younger than my brother by 4 years. Hi, cool cat. How did I get to work if I didn't drive or take the bus? I was in walking distance. It was about a 15, 20-minute walk to work. So I just walked. Honestly, bus wouldn't have saved me any time. Barely would have kept me out of the cold in the winter. So I never bothered with the buses. I just walked to work. I should have memberships so I can get money. I don't like that last bit, Amber. There was no call for that last bit, Amber. What about a blonde toupee? No, I wouldn't go blonde. I don't want to be blonde. Either dark brown or just another color. Smoky. I know I do have PayPal. I don't really remember the details. Maybe at some point I will post my PayPal.
I think he would look a lot better too with his haircut.
Nice to get some
Was
money
he even back in a bun?
Well, it was afternoon.
Just out of his face. Right?
No, I didn't like it. Will I please let Smokey buy me some heels before he explodes? Hair pieces that come so far? Yeah, I might. Go grab her hair fibers. No. Can't go blonde, it's genetic. I could look like Joe Rogan. No, I don't want to look like Joe Rogan. Sunlight is good. I know it's good for, I know sunlight is good for me. I just don't like it. Abigail, dark brown or, when I say dark brown or another color, I mean like, I get like purple or pink or, whatever. Sandy, that's just a nickname my best friend came up with. So many girls asking if I want children and want children with me, and I don't want kids. I really don't want kids at all. I thought I saw something. I just saw your comment, Mindy. I am removing that comment. Trans men are men. Mindy, trans men are men. If you don't like that, fuck off. And that goes for any other TERFs as well. Trans men are men. Trans women are women. Non-binary people are non-binary. If you don't agree with that, then fuck off. I don't want your views.
Can you imagine if he stuck up to Chantel like that? And like said, F you, F off, I don't like the way you're treating me. Like he needs to do that to Chantel. He's really good at telling people off. So like he really needs to start practicing it more on Chantel.
Tiffany, I'm doing okay. Why no kids? I don't like kids. They make me uncomfortable. I just don't know how to interact with them. I don't want to stay away from them. See, my mom's doing fine, thanks. Thanks for asking. Would I ever have another pet besides cats? I don't know, maybe. But, I mean, I'd be willing to live with most other animals. But cats are what I'll always pick up. Cats are what I'll always go for. Seem a lot happier since I started streaming. I'm good at faking it, at least. I'm honestly not sure if I actually am happier yet. I'm good at acting happy for streams, though. So, yeah. Your 7-year-old just called you old lady. Yeah. On the other hand, I regularly call Chantal old. She's only like 11 months older than me. Oh, good night, Share Bear. Have fun with your husband. Is Ottawa boring? Depends on what kind of person you are. There's lots of museums in Ottawa, so there's lots of stuff like that. So there is a fair bit of stuff to do. The ghost drawer. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I don't know. Do I miss or desire physical intimacy? Yeah, sure. Gia, is Montreal fun? Oh, hell yes. Montreal is one of the best cities in Canada. One of the best cities in North America. Chantal says Ottawa is boring, but she never goes anywhere. Honestly, with a lot of museums closed and everything, it is pretty boring these days. Good night, Lucy. What I consider dating apps? Yeah, I've got a couple dating apps. I've got OkCupid and Plenty of Fish and Tinder. I just don't care about them. Roz, can you be my sister? Sure, I guess. So Speedy, Montreal is full of Quebecois. That is the one problem with Montreal, yeah. A lot of French people in Montreal. It's Zoo, I don't speak any French. Mel, I have not. I've thought about writing my own comic book, but no.
You guys, does he not like French people? This
If
is
I were
like the
gonna
millionth
write, it
time
would be
he's
prose,
mentioned French people.
and I
I don't get
haven't
it.
written in years. Alicia, Marvel. Smokey, have I tried Grinder? I probably have more luck on. I probably get more hits on there, but I need to hear. I need to go to Montreal. I hear so many good things about it. Yeah, it's a really good. It's honestly a really good, good city. Wanderlust. My parents are divorced. The Gossamer House. What would I buy if I won the lottery? Clear out my credit card. Clear out any debts my mom has. I don't know. Just I think I'd mostly buy sort of smaller stuff. Do I have to be fully vaccinated to do things there? Yeah, I think so. The Underground Mall, I think so, yeah. What do I think of Kana game? Oh, it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful game. I'm really enjoying watching the Let's Play of it that Rozu something is doing. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Do I want to move back to Cornwall? No. I really don't like Cornwall. Or stay in Ottawa? Yeah, I'm fine staying in Ottawa for now. Any Halloween plans? No.
Does he not like anyone or anything?
What's my favorite feature on a woman?
I'm just wondering, not hating, just wondering. He seems to have a lot of complaints.
Merchiness, I've been to the US. Messina, which is like right across the border from Cornwall. So yeah, no, I haven't really been to the US. Do I prefer playing games or watching Let's Plays? Probably watching Let's Plays. Easier. Hi, Elizabeth. Also, like for playing versus watching, there are some people like there's a lot of games that I'm just not good at. So I just prefer to watch somebody else play them just so that I can see the cool stuff. Alicia, I'm 5'7" and 3/4. Where would I live if I could live anywhere? Canada, either Ottawa or Toronto. How's my Tuesday? It's okay. Lost BK. I do want to play Life is Strange. I've watched a Let's Play of it, and I'm watching a Let's Play of the new Life is Strange. I do want to play it. My laptop isn't good enough. That's one reason I want to get a new laptop is so that I actually can play those games. So yeah, I have watched Life is Strange close. Need to finish up the Let's Play of the new one. Pasta. That's why I love games that let you play casual mode or pick easy for boss fights because I prefer playing games for the story. Yeah, same thing. Most of the time, if I'm playing a game, it's going to be for the story, and I don't have the time or patience or skill to get good at most games. So yeah. And then I like watching people play Mario Maker, just because there's some wild levels out there, and it's fun to see those. One bourbon, one scotch. Yes, I did have a nice Thanksgiving dinner. Thank you. Stacy, I haven't actually finished. Come to think of it, I haven't finished watching walkthrough of or Let's Play of Life is Strange 2. I should do that. Will I do a vegetable mukbang live stream? Not very likely. Have I ever ridden a horse? Not that I can recall. My favorite console when I do play? The Xbox 360. I am looking to get a PlayStation 5 once they actually exist. I'm still convinced that the PS5 is a lie, that it's fake. Tintin's good. What type of content do I like? It's mostly just Let's Plays and occasional like funny videos of animals or whatever. I've ever worn Timbit's cat bed, which she never uses. Plain, you're lying, Plain. I know you're lying because the PS5 is fake. Nobody actually has a PS5. If the PS5 existed, I would be able to find one. The fact that it's impossible to find a PS5, yeah, they're fake. They're fake, and you're just part of the conspiracy. That's what you are. You're part of the conspiracy to convince people that that the PS5 actually exists. Do I have any favorite YouTubers? Yeah, probably Mater Wellens. because she does detailed let's plays.
She explores.
And he really likes Just Breezing today, I heard.
Get one from eBay? I'd rather not, because that's riskier, but also, holy shit, I don't think it's even available there. Play Subnautica? I don't know, maybe I might watch a Let's Play of it. The people saying they have one are definitely trolls. Block them. I know, it's... Will I keep living with Chantal indefinitely, or do I have plans? I have no plans, so yeah, I probably put her pretty much indefinitely.
No, you guys, he doesn't watch me. I was just joking. I was just joking.
Whatever, make a Let's Play. I am considering a Let's Play of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition once I have a PS5. Because none of the Let's Plays that I've come across of that game are what I sort of like in a Let's Play. In general, I prefer Let's Plays that go into a lot of detail about the game and the story and sort of background about it. So, oh, hey, Harlem. Didn't see you there. Hi. So yeah, I don't, in general, the blind Let's Plays aren't my preference. But none of the, there's no good detailed Let's Plays that I've found of Mass Effect. So I do want to do a Let's Play of that one. Have I ever played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic? Yeah, I loved the both of the games. Oh yes, yeah, that's right. It is getting a remake. I heard about that. Smoky Vibes. What is a troll? Somebody who's just there to stir shit up. A troll is just somebody who's just trying to annoy you, basically.
So your best friend, Sean.
Christina, my content. I'll talk about comics. I'll talk about movies. I might talk about, I might do Let's Plays. Alicia, I don't drink. Becca, sorry, Becca. Let me scroll back up a bit to see you. Oh, hi, Becca. Sorry, Becca. Mass Effect, yeah, I love the Mass Effect trilogy. It did really stick with me. I got really obsessed with it. Sort my lighting out. I know, Wolf. I will. Favorite superhero is Kate Pryde, followed by Cyclops and Karma and the Kamala Khan Ms. Marvel. Christina, I don't like horror. I just don't enjoy it. Friday night pizza party. It's not a bad idea. Never watched Batman Beyond. Deadpool. I like Deadpool when he's written in certain ways. There's been a few bad takes on Deadpool. But there's some. I sort of grew up on the Joe Kelly, Ed McGuinness run of Deadpool, and that one was really good. There's a lot of really really funny, but also a lot of pathos. And I really liked the Kelly McGinnis Deadpool. Would I rather fist fight Iron Man or Wolverine? No one. I'm going to get my ass kicked no matter who I fist fight. I don't like to fight. If Chantal bellows my name, will I run to her during a live? Yeah, probably. Playing, I don't think you really missed much. Have I seen the Star Wars porn spoofs? I think I've seen like a little bit of one of them. But
He's blushing. It looks like he's blushing.
Not really something that I do watch a lot of.
Christina, yeah, I am not eligible to be monetized yet. I need a few more, need a couple thousand more viewer hours, which is actually not going to be that bad. I'm already, like, I was at 1.8 thousand before I started my live, so shouldn't be bad at all.
What video games do I like to play? Mass Effect. I do enjoy Mario.
Whatever I just did,
few
did it make it better or worse?
Enjoy that. Would I ever stream at the same time as my roommate? I prefer not to. It's not like it wasn't. There's no deal been made, but I figure it's worth not competing. I hope I'm still up open chat. Yeah, sure.
Should we go check out the community
Why do I have a
post, you
sword?
guys?
Because I used to like swords.
I was one of those types of teens. Uncle Buck's box of comics from Marvel Comics from the 70s. That's pretty cool. 70s comics are kind of weird, but yeah, generally probably a little bit more on the a little bit more valuable. Do I like the ocean and swimming? Not really. No, I'm not much of a water person. Would I ever do a Chantel spoof? Nah.
No, not really able to.
Oh crap, what did I just do?
Can't really show swords on YouTube.
Hold on, I'll fix this.
Maybe I can take some pictures of.
Why is it my face and his
to
voice?
Post on Twitter.
Sheesh. Hold on, you guys. I just saw ALR posted. Okay, we could go back to Pete's, or we could watch ALR. Or we could go look at the community post. I don't know. That was so weird. I saw my face moving and his mouth was coming out. It was just very weird. Okay, let me see. Okay, you want to see ALR? Okay, hold on. Okay, you guys, hold on. I'm going to share the screen right now. Oh my gosh, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, Honey C.
Disturbing news out of Vernon
What the
Central
heck is happening?
What's going on? Undertax and students have guns.
Skip ads. Okay, that terrified me. All right,
What's a
share.
quote you have heard that you firmly believe
Ew.
in or resonate the most?
I don't like when these voices are coming out
I
of my
don't know how
face.
to answer that question, but there is a quote that I want to get tattooed on me one day,
Now what happened?
and I really, really want it, like, so bad. I would read it to you, but I don't have my other phone with me. Maybe I could show it in a vlog, because I'm telling you, it is the most gorgeous.
Wait, do you
quote
guys want
ever,
me to
and
go
the reason why I'm not
the
gonna
community
say it
post
without
first?
reading it to you guys, because I don't want to mess it up, because it's so I don't know. It just really hits me in a spot. Just checking. When you go to that damn creek again, show me more like what missed opportunity to make a swoon for you. Oh. Thank you for the super chat though. I don't understand what that means. So you want to see more of the creek? It'll make you swoon for me? Love that. Where do you want the tattoo? I don't know yet. Share some poetry with us. No. Have you been following the Gabby Petito case? If so, how do you feel about Brian Laundrie?
Rest in peace, Gabby.
Brian obviously did it.
He did.
He's hiding, and he's hiding real good. Like real good, because it's like not even just the laws looking for him. Like everyone's looking for him. So, I feel so bad for Gabby. Like, what happened? Like, literally, what happened? But
the police let her go and didn't investigate
James,
further.
I thought you were my friend. What happened? Yes, I agree, Pokey. I completely agree with you. Would I ever do a podcast? No, I'm so boring. Already my live streams suck. Like, oh. Did you see that it came out that it was strangulation? Whew. Yes, I did see that. I did. So she was strangled. So it was literally Brian did it. My whole question is, did he do it on purpose or did he go too far and then he was like, oh shit, I just killed her. You know,
either way, she's dead.
Because it's just like seeing those
Either
clips
way,
of them,
sad.
like when the cops were talking to them, like clearly they had so many problems, and it's like, what happened, you know?
Okay, wait, you
Of
guys
course
don't
he
want
did
to
it on
watch this?
purpose.
We could do whatever
I
you guys
get what
want
you're
to do.
saying. Like,
I know, it sounds like
completely,
she's giving
but
him an
there are
out.
nasty,
Oof.
nasty, nasty, abusive people out there who take it too far and kill their partner, which is so sad. But whether he took it too far or not, oh, just like, wow. Yeah, right here, he's definitely guilty, but I'm unsure if he went too far or not. Like an argument that really escalated. So sad. Yeah, either way, no matter what happened, he deserves life in prison. That's how I feel about anyone who murders. Like, I feel like you should never ever get a second chance. Like, I know that sounds so bad, but like if you like downright murdered someone, no, your life should be over. Your life should be over. Like, point blank period. So he needs to come clean. Yes. Like, how long are you gonna hide? Like, you're literally just prolonging the inevitable. Just get it over with, and like just get it. I could understand the fear though. Like, I'm not siding with him at all, but can you imagine? He's probably scared. Oh my god, he's probably so scared. Literally,
Why is
the
she
world
making
hates him,
excuses
so,
for him, you guys?
yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Like, here's a random question. If one of your family members murdered someone and they told you, would you go to the police or would you be like, oh my god, we got to figure out how you
Go to the
get me caught?
police.
I'm just curious.
Go to the
Straight to
police.
jail. Yeah, I don't want to give my opinion, but I'd go to the law, I'd go to the police. Good. We have some morally good people here. I love that.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
My mom and I had this conversation. She said she would cover for me if it was justified. Yeah, like if it's self-defense or something, but still, like if it's self-defense, like you don't get in trouble usually, do you? Like, I don't know. My siblings mean everything to me, but I think it depends on the situation. Do you think Gypsy Rose should be freed? Honestly. Okay, so I'm going to be truthful. I don't know enough about the true story. I did watch the show on Hulu. So what I know based off of that 100% free her, because you're literally, in my opinion, that was self-defense. 100%. Because her whole life was ruined. And I swear to God, eventually, her mom was going to kill her. Like, that's a point blank period on that. Because of how much, like, crazy medicine she was giving her and, like, all that stuff. This is not okay. Yeah, her mom was killing her. Yeah. I could definitely see it like that. So 100% free Gypsy. Like, I just don't know how close the show goes towards like the real story, which is actually really shocking that I don't know a lot about the real story. I'm actually kind of intrigued now. So can you please unblock Nuke? I low-key miss him. Every story needs a villain. I like how you put that. I actually don't know how to unblock, so I need to figure that out.
How does she not know how to unblock
She
somebody?
has 2 more years? Why? Like, she literally was defending herself. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know.
She went back to murder her mother, Amberlyn.
It's so weird.
Gypsy Rose was not defending herself. Well, it's arguable if her mom deserved it or not. You guys, like,
closely. There's an actual documentary.
it wasn't
on it
necessarily
on YouTube.
self-defense.
Sending the link
She
if
went
you want.
there to kill
Yes,
her
please
mother.
send me the link, because I really want to know more about this. I know I'm still gonna have the same opinion, because even just like the bits and pieces I know about the real deal is just like, yeah, self-defense for sure. You said this was on Hulu, Gypsy Rose story. I've not heard of this, but now I'm intrigued. It's actually a show. It's not, how do I explain it? It's not like a documentary or anything like that. It's like a straight up show, and it's so good. I forgot what it's called. Oh, no. The Act. It's called The Act, and it's on Hulu. It is so freaking good. I loved it. And yeah, I went into it knowing that this really happened to someone, and I was just like, damn, that's so crazy that that's a thing. So crazy. Yes, Pokey, start it, and then if you're able to start it soon, definitely do that. And then on Thursday live stream, let me know what you think. So I think the next show I'm gonna try watching is the Midnight Mass for sure. Like 20 minutes in, and I do enjoy it so far. And then on the 15th, You comes back, y'all. On Netflix, season 3.
I am so excited for that, you
That's
guys.
baby daddy right there. That's, I'm just saying. I love him so much. I'm so excited. Oh my God. Literally, I'm actually supposed to be going to my friend's house this weekend, so I'm not going to be able to binge watch You until Monday, but it's going to happen. Do I like funny shows? I do, but
I don't think
feel
you
like,
do. You don't really look like you laugh much.
I'm more like into shows with like drama and like twists and turns and like things that make you go like shocked, and like I really love the oh my God, really factor of things. Kind of like I don't know, just anything with twists and turns and like love triangles. I love me a love triangle and stuff like that. And like I think that's why I like soap operas. Okay, I don't like soap operas. I like one soap opera, Bold and Beautiful, which I'm so behind on that. Oh my God, I need to watch that. Yes, twists and turns. Like when I write a story, which I am currently writing a story, there is tons of like twists and turns, because I feel like without it, it's just not fun to me. So your live is my excuse not to do homework. I love that. Anyone else a horror or psychological thriller fanatic. I wouldn't say I'm a fanatic, but I do enjoy. So, I started watching the movie Freaky, which is more, I mean, it has its funny elements, but it's about Vince Vaughn is one of my favorite actors. So, just saying. I love me a Vince Vaughn. So, it's Vince Vaughn in that movie, and he's like a murderer, and he switches like their souls switch, and the murderer goes into this teenage girl's body, and then the teenage girl goes into like the murderer man's body. It's actually really good. I'm halfway through. I recommend that. It's on HBO Max. You comes out on October 15th, so on Friday. What's it called? It's called Freaky. I really enjoy it. You have to like those type of movies to actually enjoy them, because I feel like a lot of people would watch them and be like, "Oh my god, this is so dumb." But I think what helps is that it's Vince Vaughn, because I love him so much. Oh my god, I love him. I don't know what it is. Like every movie he's ever, oh my god, like Four Christmases with Reese Witherspoon as well. Like what? Sorry, I'm just like love it. Did you not like Squid Game? I didn't care for it like in the beginning. I loved the games, but then towards the end, the last few episodes, I started like being like, damn, this is good. So overall, I did enjoy it, and I do recommend it, even though everyone's already seen it. So yeah. My voice sounds super raspy, I've noticed. All-time favorite horror movie. Um, See, that's hard. It used to be Paranormal Activity, and I think it's mainly because like it's not that it's the best movie ever, because absolutely not. But it's that movie scared me more than any other movie did, and I don't know why. So, but I love Annabelle Creation. The Annabelle movies are so good. So, how am I feeling today? I am feeling pretty good. Um, I've had a good day for the most part, so I'll swoon anytime you show a piece of Eric. Dead. But yeah. What else? Oh, I got a pumpkin to carve, so I'm kind of low-key excited. Not gonna lie. Might have to vlog that for you guys a little moment. I'm not good at carving pumpkins. I prefer painting, but I think I've carved one pumpkin my whole life. Maybe two. I don't know. Do you guys like cooking pumpkin seeds? It was something we did when I was younger and I lived with my parents for a bit. Um they would like take out the pumpkin seeds from the pumpkin. My parents were the ones who always carved from what I remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't. I was too young. But they would obviously clean them off, and then I'm pretty sure it was my grandma who did this. God, my memory. I was so young. She'd add like garlic salt and stuff like that, and then put it in the oven. And it was so good. Oh my god, I might have to do that. I might have to do it because I don't think I've ever cooked pumpkin seeds myself. I don't think so. And I would love a good pumpkin seed vlog moment. Like, you guys like when I cook? I know that's something kind of like super easy or whatever, but I feel like a lot of people don't think about cooking pumpkin seeds after like opening up a pumpkin. So, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do, but I'm sure there's some people who don't. So, I think that would be cool, actually. Every time I carve a pumpkin, I get an awful rash. Oh my god. What the heck? That's crazy. Do you think you're like allergic? Let's see. I know you'll swoon too, bisexual queen. I'm leaving. Were you at Becky's pumpkin painting party? No, I was busy, actually. Oh my gosh, be careful carving. We don't need another avocado circle moment. Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed. No, we don't. There's a way to get the seed out of an avocado if you just like push the back of it. So that's a thing. It's been happening since I was a kid. Like the part of my arm that hits the pumpkin rim while you clean it out gives me a bad rash. How strange. Have you ever thought of doing like an allergy test? I low-key want to do one because I know I'm allergic to my cats, which sucks so bad. But like I want to know, how allergic am I? Like, am I gonna die one day? Is my throat gonna swell up? Let's hope not. And I'm just curious if I'm allergic to anything else. I will say, like, the process of getting an allergy test, because my friend actually posted a picture of her back and there was like dots everywhere. Oh, it made me like so grossed out. Oh, you have. So you're allergic to cats, but I don't care. And you're allergic to seaweed. How random. That is so random. My guinea pig loves pumpkin. Cute. Cute. I want to hold your guinea pig.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I have to go for right
really wanna
now.
hold her sugar bear.
Hold on, let me get rid of Amberlyn.
Like,
I don't want to
so
hear.
bad.
I am
love me a sugar-
starving and I need to make dinner. But I think we can go live tomorrow if you guys want to. If you guys are up for it. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Sometimes I think the chat is like delayed on my end on StreamYard. Feed Chachi, I know, yeah. I gotta feed her dinner, and I gotta get me dinner and get ready for my baby to come home. So, sounds great, girl. Okay, you're busy from 2 to 3. Okay, so then we can go live. We'll go live sometime after 3, maybe around 3:30. You just got here. Oh, no. Oh, sending you so much love, Amanda. Sure thing. She's alive. Chachi, do you want to bark or make a noise? Chachi, say hello. Well, she's giving me side eye. Phew. Can you make a grunt? No? Hold on. Maybe I could just... Oh, no. Coda Koala, you just got here, too? Well, if you guys want, I mean, I could put Amberlyn back on, and I'll go eat. But... No, but she's right by. She's licking me now. Can you hear? Chachi. Can you make some kind of noise? Okay. She shook her head. Did you hear that? You'll watch rerun? Okay. All right, you guys. So we'll go live sometime between 3 and 3:30 tomorrow. Can you guys hear her licking me? Hi. Oh, hi, Aquarius. Or sorry, Sorius? How do you say it? But I'm so glad you found the channel and welcome. We need a secret meeting spot. Yes. Okay, thank you, G. She put we will be going live tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. And all the times right here, 5:30 Central and 6:30 Pacific. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, G. All right, you guys, so I will see you at 3:30 tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening, you guys. Good night, Debbie. Good night, everybody. And thank you so much for being here. Bye.